Hi Cancer, how are you? I'm going to do your holiday reading now, so take what works, see what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. What is up with this Lover's reverse? Because you can no longer go along and act as if you are okay in this relationship. You got, it's like, I can't keep, my coat doesn't fit. She wants me to put this on. He wants me to cut my hair. I can't keep doing this. All right. These kind of things happen during, holidays. It's like, because that's when people want to really declare their love and, get pretty heavy and deep, and oh, this is our first Christmas together. And I mean, these are like really like markers, and I think some of you Cancers are like, I don't know if I can have a first Christmas. Not for everyone. Take what works, see what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. All right, so like, but I want it to work, but I want the relationship to work. So why are you kind of thinking maybe you don't want it to work? Have you noticed that those are the only cards that are coming up? Cancer, what is up? I mean, you want this to be like, yeah, maybe we can really fix this. Maybe we can heal, and but there's a part of you that's your whole conscience is like, I don't know. Because as much as I want this relationship, there's something about it that keeps me very, very trapped and restrained. And and that's really weighing on your mind. I mean, it's just like, this is like, you're really deciding whether or not this is really a relationship you want to continue. And I feel like you're being shown the way. It's like, what your heart wants to do. Part of you wants to really break through, because this is not what you signed up for. This is not your dream come true. You gotta go deep. You can't have it both ways. You want to hang on to this relationship that you don't want because you love them. But is it your person? Ask yourself that. Is this my person? Hey, is this my person? And if something is going, yes, then you kind of think, well, maybe we can make this, because we've got what it's going to take. But if where's my person gives you no, well then, Cancer, listen to what the Creator's telling you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, what's going on for our Cancers, for the messages for the greatest and highest good. Now, if you're in a great relationship, don't worry, this is not for you. You know who you are. This person because I feel like, you're lovers, okay? We saw the Lovers card, reversed. Straight up, reversed, straight up. It's like you have a daisy. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Hoping someone else will make the decision for you. This one's on you, honey. This one's on you. And it's like you want to make some moves, but you don't have any money. God, I just want to get away, but I don't know. I don't have any money. And then on top of that, we got the pandemic. Can't go anywhere anyway. Stuck. So, enjoy the day. All right, what else we have for Cancers? Like, you guys go, the problem with this relationship is like, you guys have a lot of karma, I think, that you're trying to clear with each other. And sometimes it gets really hard, right? When you have to like work out some like deep issues. Like this one, for instance. It's like, you love this person, but like, you're kind of done with the reality of the relationship. It's great when you're in bed and you're having the good times. But when it gets hard, look what comes out. The Lovers reverse. Surprise, surprise. I mean, these are karmic relationships that now, you know, I think some of them are done. And this one might be one of those things, like, you know, you have come as far as you can to help each other, and now you're done. Because, I mean, come on, Cancer, you don't really see it. I mean, you know, it's like the two of you don't, you're two different people. I think with different, you know, values and thoughts and, you know, it's like you go along, but the truth starts to come out and you get to know this person. You're like, well, I don't know whether this is one of these that has the weight. I don't know if I want to go the distance with this person. I just don't see it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That's what I feel like you feel like. Funny, huh? All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. These cards come out. I don't know what to do. All right, so I think what you need to do is let go, okay? Because this is really a heavy thing because you're trying to get away from a relationship that you feel trapped in. You can't, like, what are you supposed to do? It's like, now what? You want your life back. You don't want this relationship, is what I feel. Your lovers. This isn't a happily ever after married couple. This is the lovers. Two people hooking up. One person wanting to go, but doesn't have the money to go. Oh, dear, dear, dear Cancer. What's sitting above you? Spitting out. It's one of those things where I think when you finally stop trying to figure out how you're going to deal with this relationship, all of a sudden you're going to have like this aha moment, a breakthrough, and you'll be able to like move in a new direction. It's coming. All right, Cancer, it's coming. Because I feel like you're waking up to what you want your life to be and who you want to be in it and whether or not you want this person to be in it. You love this person, but not forever. You know, just right now. Yeah, this has been this relationship that you're on the fence about. It changed you. I think it really put your life into perspective. Because all of a sudden, okay, and again, take what works, leave what doesn't. I think whoever you were, you went into this thinking that you were going to get a free ride. Not a free ride, but, you know, it's like, you know, all you'd have to do is sit back, you know, and, you know, you could take whatever it was that you needed in the moment. Maybe right now, you know, you really needed to have somebody, you know, pay attention to you, or you needed to like take care of someone, or, you know, maybe this person helped you fix your car, or, you know, this kind of thing, whatever it was. This was a deep transformation that was happening to you and between you and this person. This is why it makes you kind of stop and think, well, shoot, you know, this whole adventure changed you somehow, this person. Deep transformation. Now, because we meet people like that, you know, this is where we get confused because, you know, sometimes we feel like we need to like remain with them because they helped you through something that was really dark and heavy. You know, well, that doesn't, you know, sometimes that's it. You know, and that's where the road ends, and then, you know, people go on their own way. So I get the feeling that this whole, do I stay, do I go, do I stay, do I go, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Ooh, much bigger than that. Should I stay or should I go? It's about you healing you, Cancer, not them healing them or you healing them. It's about you clearing what's going on in you. Because I feel like you're avoiding something. It's like that big push, that moment. This is the most sacred card in this whole deck, this Osho Zen. Because this is that moment before birth. The darkest before the dawn. That's where I feel where you are with this person. But like, you know, there was things about this relationship that weren't right. Yes, they were there when you really needed them. You know, but now you need to start seeing the relationship for the purpose that it served in your life. Because I think there's a lot eaten away at you that you are not, you know, really looking at. And that's what this is pushing you to do. You are being forced to really look at some of these issues that you don't want to deal with. You can't wear the mask anymore. You know, how you were and how you dealt with things, it doesn't serve its purpose. Maybe when you were young, you know, you could get away with things, but now at your age, you can't. Big growth for you. Big growth for you. All right, anything else for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I'm going to pull some cards of advice over here. So you're not wanting to let go, to hold on to something that you know needs to change. Because you're being called and pulled in another direction. And you feel like you can't make any moves right now. Well, because there's still something you need to see between you and this person. Which I think this holiday will bring it upon. So, you know, I think there's a real danger here of you having to really see clearly. I mean, this person's looking through a veil, and there's all these dark shadows. And here, the two of you, I mean, there's a lot of voices and projections, and you're not seeing eye to eye. And I think it's because what you want to change is, like, you don't feel, you know, that... you know, you can leave. Because why? You have no money because of the pandemic. I think you can do whatever you want to do. You'll always find reasons to not make a move, but I think, you know, what you need to do is accept the differences and the changes, and just because you're avoiding this change. There's something you are avoiding, change. Like you don't want to see the difference, how different the two of you are. Yet you feel it, you know, because, you know, Lovers reversed, straight up. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? You don't know. But you're at the point of it all coming to an end. And I feel like you really follow your spirit. You know, this angel, here you are on her back. You know, and I think they're keeping you from going down a bad track. Because you need to look at why are you remaining in this relationship if you're so on the fence. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's get some advice for our Cancers regarding the spread. Yeah, you don't want to put any more energy into something that you don't have a future with. And you're feeling very hopeless about the relationship. That's why you're like, do I stay? Do I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I don't have any money. You know, has that ever stopped you before? Cancers have a way of being able to do whatever they want. But this is a Cancer. They go sideways, this way, that way, this way, this way. You know, and I feel like the universe is just going to take you, you little crab, and they're going to push you forward and make you start walking forward instead of side to side. All right, what kind of advice do we have for our Cancers? Yeah. You don't feel good about the whole thing. If anything, I think you got a little lost in this whole relationship. You know, you've been avoiding making a decision. It's like, but you're not feeling this. I mean, we go from an Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands reverse to the Two of Wands reverse. We got the Empress sitting here right upside down. I mean, this is you denying who you are, holding back, you know, truly what your life really could be, because you're avoiding a decision about whether or not you stay or you go with this person. But I think, you know, I think it gets to a point where you can't stand it anymore. And it's driving everybody. Maybe something happens. Maybe you learn something. But, I mean, you end up leaving. Moving away from such heartbreak. That's a lot of swords. Those swords deep in your heart. This one breaks your heart. But I feel like it's the differences between the two of you that bring up this. Are there other people? Does this person have other people? You know, do they really have your heart? Are they going to continue to break your heart? I mean, if this person is going to continue to break your heart, you know, I think you've been hurt enough. And I know you don't want this to come to an end. But, you know, you're only fooling yourself about happily ever after with somebody who probably is going to break your heart again. Somebody does, you know, this person, you're not their world. And I think, you know, you're their lover. And then I think when that becomes a real reality, that all of a sudden, wow, you know, when I'm not around, you know, they hook up over there with Helen. As if like, you know, no big deal. And I'm supposed to be good with that? I mean, this is somebody who you do not want to put any more energy into. So this decision of like, dude, do I stay with them? Or do I go? Do we just stay? Do I go? I mean, this is you, Cancer. Anyway, lift the veil. I told you what I see. You have free will. You'll do what you will. All right, so I'm going to end it here. That was pretty direct to a Cancer. Okay, and this was really specific to someone. So take what works, leave what doesn't. I'll see you at the next reading. A thumbs up, a subscribe, a like, a comment, a share. All of that would be really appreciated. So I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, bye.